Seth, from your experience, I know it's very difficult to change people's minds, but what has been the strategy that you found most effective or that you feel is most effective?
Well, I'll start with what was not working. Um, when I first came out of the faith, I spoke in these bumper stickers of insult, right? And I think that mockery of religion has a place. Yeah, the sacred cows sometimes must be roasted. It's healthy for them not to be insulated from mockery and ridicule. That's why Jesus jokes to me are always almost always funny. When I see Jesus humor, I'm always cracking up. I just think, this is something that used to control me. Now I can laugh at it because it's powerless. And there's some utility in that. But I used to, be a lot more mocking about someone's religion to their face. And I was completely oblivious to the psychology at play because because their belief is part of their identity, they double down. The backfire effect kicks in. They feel attacked. Now they're defending. They're not listening. There's no conversation. Voices get raised. Feelings get hurt. Nothing changed. I knew someone who had multiple sclerosis. And I said, can I ask you a question? You believe in God. Yeah, right. You believe God answers prayer. Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. Do you believe God wants you to have MS? And I was thinking this logically is a good question. Why does God want you to have multiple sclerosis? Why isn't God answering your prayers? It's a legitimate question. But what happened was because I asked it in a kind of a targeted, barbed way, they felt attacked. They doubled down. They were wounded, and it damaged our relationship. And what I found more success with is two things. First of all, I'm a huge fan of street epistemology using the Socratic method, asking questions, right? Where you don't say, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard, even though I might be thinking it. I might be like, well, how did that happen exactly? Like in your mind? I mean, can you help me? If you ask in an empathetic way, not with that condescension, but hey, can you explain this to me? Many of these people have never been asked to explain or defend their position. They've just always been affirmed. So, there's some cognitive dissonance and some discomfort. And well, I mean, I can't explain it, but it just is. I've had success in using those experiences to plant tiny seeds and then encouraging them to explore what those seeds represent. And so that's a long game. It's not gratifying in the short run. No one sloughs off their religion immediately and runs frolicking into the field saying, I'm free. That's beautiful, but it just never happens. I've had, that's been more of a productive conversation. At the very least, it allows us to talk about these issues without it damaging our relationship. And it fosters an attitude of mutual respect. Also, I found real utility in developing relationships before I have theological discussions. If I walk in with a T-shirt with atheist on the front of it when we first meet, and you're a devout fundamentalist, there's a good chance you're going to see me in terms of being a label, and you're not going to give me the time of day, or you're going to be polite, but then you leave. But, if we get to know each other as human beings, Seth's a nice guy. Seth loves his wife, and he's got he seems to have joy and purpose. He's doing his thing. Oh, wait a minute. I really like him. And then I find out he's an atheist. And then after that, they've already seen me in 3 dimensions. I'm not just a label. That is a lot harder for believers to write off. And it was Ryan Cragen, sociologist at the University of Tampa, who had done some research revealing that one of the biggest ways of changing minds out there is changing somebody's social circle. Right? If they're friends with an atheist and they know he's not all the horrible things we worried about, well, wait a minute. Now perceptions are starting to change. Now minds are starting to expand. And, that's the arena where conversations take place. And If you can start having the conversations, who knows where that'll take you.